What's up, guys? Mindless again. Got another one I wanted to share out of the collection. And it's cool. And many of you may not know who he is, but I have a feeling a lot of you do. This is the first folder made by David Santiago, Santiago Knives. So this is an auction piece, and I think it was an Instagram auction. And Socko over at Recon One was bidding on it, and I was watching it go down. And when I saw that he took it down, I wanted it. So here it is, guys. This is folder 001 from Santiago Knives. He's out of Pennsylvania. Super young, cool cat. But check this thing out. So if you know who he is, you know that he is known for his Balisongs. So this guy makes sick butterfly knives. Like, just go on Instagram or on the USN or whatever and just check out the grind and the way he designs his butterfly knives, his Balisongs. They're art. They really are. And a lot of guys I know who never ever collected those types of Balis are now collecting them specifically because of Santiago's work. So that's not what we're talking about. That's who he is, and this is the piece. So I mean, guys, for a first folder, I'm very blown away. I've actually been blessed enough to have quite a few first folders from different makers, and as expected, you know, there's those slight issues. You know, it's common. It's expected on your first folder, but I think the complexity of the Balisongs, the engineering that goes into make them right, when you apply it to making a folder, you know, a tactical flipper, I think it's easy for him, and it's amazing, guys. So, a little bit about the knife. First thing, you could see his like custom Tonto. He's kind of well known for it. You'll see it throughout all of his builds. And he chose to use W2 steel and put this wicked, like dark Hamon line on there, and it turned out gorgeous. The patterning is gorgeous. It's weird. Hamon I love, but I'm very picky about how it's applied and the pattern that's put on there. I mean, guys like Birch, they're like really well known for like wicked Hamon. This guy knows what's up. David he knows what to do, and it's gorgeous. The grind is the Tonto. Very complex compound grind, but very well done. Obviously it's you know, hand ground, or what rather, hold on, someone's calling me, guys, sorry. Alright, back to the knife. It's got a satin on the flats, even on all of them. If you look closely, you can take a look at it. It's been hand rubbed all the way around, perfectly done. It's been marked as knife or folder 001, which you know I'm a big sucker for that. And then he chose to use Timascus for the bolsters and the pocket clip. It is a liner lock, beautifully executed. Looks like the titanium has been like darkened. There you go. Just beautifully done. And even the way he did the cutout is so different. Normally you'll see like a U cutout. What he did is he cut it and then it runs all the way up to the top. And if you look inside for the relief, there's 3 holes drilled in there, and I think that gives enough relief that the bar can bend. But it's just so well done. As expected from a really high-end custom knife maker, you do not feel any transitions. The carbon that he chose to go with does have some voids in it, but it's beautifully patterned, and the voids are consistent, if that makes sense, so it works. But the transition between the materials is perfect. I mean, look at the attention to details is there, guys, and I kind of wanted to share with you just because I think it's rare to find a newer maker who has this skill set already developed. And if you guys can get your hands on a Santiago knife, I would do it. For me, I didn't even know about him till a little bit before last year's gathering, so about, I don't know, like 12 months, 14 months ago. And he was coming on strong, and I got to Vegas, and right as you walked into the room at the gathering, he had a table, and it was him and his wife or his girlfriend, I'm not sure, forgive me. But he had these amazing, gorgeous knives on his table, and that was the first time I had seen his work and was truly blown away, and kind of secretly wished, God, man, I'm not into butterfly knives, you know, I'd like to have just a tactical folder, and boom, a year later, and now looking back and hearing the story, this knife was actually in development even back then. It took a year for him to design, develop, figure out all the engineering that goes into it to make it perfect, and this is the result of that. And I'm glad he did an auction so we can all have a crack at it. And it was on Instagram, not on USN or Blade forums. It was on a platform that everybody had access to. So I appreciate that. It's really, he's a good guy, and he's young, and that's awesome. When you're as young as he is, with the skill set that he's already developed, you can kind of tell that whether or not he does this and he's making 100 knives a month or just 2 knives a month, he's going to be in the game for a while. And for all of the guys, you guys out there that have handled his knives or own any of his knives, that's a good thing. This guy can make for sure. So it's a little bit more about the knife. 3.5-inch blade. So it's big. It's not too big. It's thick though. That's where, and it's intentional. Obviously, it's been contoured, but it is a thick blade. All edges have been kind of brought down. There's no sharp edges, but it's all, like I said, it's all, like I always say, it's all in the details. And if you really start to look closely at this knife, you can begin to see how much work actually went into it. I mean, the pivot, it's custom, it's domed. Take a look at it. It's conical on top, and then it flattens out right at the edge where it meets up against the Timascus. The Timascus has been contoured as well. I rarely see this coloration kind of finish. Usually it's a little crazier, so it seems like the predominant colors here are yellow and blue, which you don't see that often. I dig it. It looks good to me. So just a great looking knife. Check out, let's look closely at everything. Look at, I mean, he did a good job, guys, and I really wanted you guys to be able to see it. I think Terra Fanatic did a video on a couple of his Balis, so you can kind of get a chance to see that, what his, what made him kind of, brought him up in the ranks in the knife maker world. But I mean, look at that, guys. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous knife. Even in the closed position, the shape is just gorgeous. How it trails off, matching the Tonto. Centering is like spot on. Tolerances are super tight, and the action is flawless. It really is. It's set up to be a push button, and you can even see with the angle, you just kind of get on it and fires perfectly. No resistance at all. You cannot feel the bearings. It feels like, God, it feels like after you had a Reeve or whatever, and you flipped it a few 100,000 times basically, and it's the washers have really smoothed out. That's what it feels like. So it's just silky is the word. Super silky, very smooth, beautiful work. Beautiful work. Honestly, goes into the pocket great. The pocket clip, simple but very effective. Thick enough for jeans. I mean, it's well thought out. The guy, this isn't his first knife. This is his first flipping folder. You know what I'm saying? So you could tell he knows what he's doing. I know a lot of people might think the flipper tab might be a little bit large, but it's perfect for the action of this blade. Absolutely perfect. Great sound. Look at the lockup, guys. It's perfect. That's exactly where it should be for a liner lock. Extremely well done, and I wanted all of you guys to, all you knife nuts, to be able to check it up close. Instagram pictures don't always do justice to the items being photographed, so try to get you some high def. And check out this Hamon, guys. Check out the grind. I mean, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm stoked to have it in the collection. Seriously, I'm stoked. Sick. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I think the tie has been, it looks like it's like chemically darkened. It doesn't look like it's been heat. It's so even and perfect. But that's the kind of touch that you want to see. That dark tie up against the carbon fiber, up against the Timascus, makes the Timascus kind of the color a little bit more vibrant. Just so well done. Beautiful. You know what? Honestly, I don't even know if it's on washers or bearings. Let's see. I think it's on washers, guys. It's just that smooth. I think it is on washers. So I've had it for about 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I have never carried this knife. To me, it is kind of art. It's kind of important piece. If you follow David Santiago, I think it's an important piece because it's his first, and it's even labeled, instead of calling it a prototype, he just labeled it 001. And this is the kind of piece that I think represents him well. Obviously, the Bali would be the better choice to show off what he can do. I mean, guys, if you take a look at his Balis, he's done like collaborations with different guys, and they're nuts. It's the sickest Balis, personally, I've ever seen. I would buy those. Just where I live in California, it's kind of frowned upon walking around with a butterfly knife in your pocket. But this is there. The blade profile, the grind, it's definitely a Santiago knife, and I'm stoked to have it in the collection. And I really wanted you guys to be able to check it out. I mean, the longer you stare and the more details begin to pop out, like how smooth the flipper tab rolls into a finger guard. It's just well done. The angles are matching, they're parallel. It's just, that's what I'm talking about. It's all in the details. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful knife. I mean, look at the gorgeous frame lock. Gorgeous. And it's nice. I'm glad he went with the frame lock to have symmetry on both sides. It's just the action too, guys. It's just silky, silky smooth. There you have it. This is folder number 1 from Santiago Knives. Thanks again, guys, for watching and always supporting the channel. Honestly, thank you. It's awesome to talk to all you guys in the comments and share the hobby and to see that people are as excited as I am over these knives. You know, I've been a few years now in the collecting, and it doesn't wear off. And like typical hoarder collector mentalities, we move from hobby to hobby, from watches to cars to whatever, you know, but the knife hobby stays because it's art, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you see the art or the beauty in it, you see it. So that's my ramble. But thanks a lot. I'm stoked to kind of be able to show you guys this and hear all the remarks of what you guys think. Let me know if you like it or you don't. Let me know if you see a flaw or you don't. I'm telling you, I'm handling this knife, and it's as close to perfect as I would expect from a veteran knife maker of 20 years. It's that good. I have no reason to BS you guys. It's really that good, and it's nice to be able to say that about a newer knife maker, not new. But anyway, that's the ramble. Thanks again. If you dug it, throw me a thumbs up or a like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Lets me know that I'm doing a decent job and you guys are digging the videos. And again, thanks so much. I'll see you on the next one, fellas. Take it easy.